Imagine a vast expanse of desert, stretching as far as the eye can see, its dunes sculpted by centuries of wind and time. Yet amidst this desolate beauty lies secrets buried deep within the earth, secrets that have confounded experts and fascinated imaginations. And with each secret unveiled comes new questions, new mysteries begging to be solved. What mysteries do these sands hold? And what will they reveal about our past, present, and future? Join us as we delve into the unknown, unraveling discoveries beneath the sands in the Sahara that alarm scientists. Earth's largest hot desert. The Sahara stands as Earth's largest hot desert, ranking third overall after Antarctica and the Arctic. Stretching across northwestern Africa, this expansive desert is often deemed one of the most unforgiving regions globally, covering an area almost equivalent to the United States. Geographically, the Sahara Desert is bordered by water on all sides: the Atlantic Ocean to the west, the Red Sea to the east, the Mediterranean Sea to the north, and the Sahel Savanna to the south. Spanning the territories of 10 countries, including Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, and Tunisia, it also encompasses Western Sahara, a territory annexed by Morocco in 1975, but still contested by the indigenous Sahrawi people. Despite its varied topography, it's the towering sand dunes that characterize the Sahara. These dunes, reaching heights of about 600 feet and covering approximately 25% of the desert's total land area, have earned it widespread renown. Additionally, the Sahara boasts diverse landscapes, including mountains, plateaus, plains blanketed in sand and gravel, salt flats, basins, and depressions. Notably, the Qattara Depression in northwestern Egypt stands as the desert's deepest point, plunging 436 feet below sea level. Emikusi, an extinct volcano towering over Chad, stands as the Sahara's highest peak, soaring 11,224 feet above sea level. Conversely, the Qattara Depression marks the desert's lowest point. Despite its arid nature, the Sahara boasts around 20 seasonal lakes and vast aquifers, serving as vital water sources for over 90 significant oases scattered throughout the desert. Although water remains scarce across the region, the Sahara is blessed with 2 permanent rivers, the Nile and the Niger. Secrets of the desert's depths. Imagine you're on a quest to uncover the secrets of the ancient Atlantis. You might think you need to dive deep into the ocean, but what if you found out that the clues to Atlantis's existence could be hiding right in the heart of the desert? Yes, that's right. The Sahara Desert is a place teeming with mysteries waiting to be unveiled. While it's true that the Sahara is the largest desert on Earth, covering vast expanses with sand, there's much more to it than meets the eye. According to some researchers, the story of Atlantis, originally told by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, might not be just a myth, but an actual historical account. And where do they think the remains of Atlantis could be found? In the vast expanse of the African desert. It might sound unbelievable, but the idea is gaining traction among scholars. Could it be that this legendary island empire of Atlantis was actually located in the middle of this scorching hot wasteland? To grasp this concept, it's crucial to understand one thing. The Sahara Desert hasn't always been the dry, barren land we see today. If we rewind the clock a few thousand years, we'll discover that this parched desert once bloomed with life. In fact, history reveals that the Sahara experienced periods of lushness 3 times in the last 200,000 years, each lasting for several thousand years. The most recent of these flourishing epochs ended around 3300 BC. During this time, the Sahara wasn't just a desert. It was a thriving savanna teeming with hunter-gatherer communities. These ancient peoples not only survived by hunting and gathering, but also began farming and raising animals. On June 3rd of 1965, astronaut Edward White embarked on the first American spacewalk, during the Gemini 4 mission. As White and his colleague James McDivitt circled the Earth 62 times over 4 days, they snapped hundreds of photos, one of which captured a mysterious structure resembling a colossal eye lurking in Mauritania on the western edge of the Sahara. So, what exactly is this enigmatic structure, and how did it come to be? These questions remain unanswered, shrouded in mystery, waiting for explorers to uncover their secrets. One thing is for sure. This structure, which has been named the Eye of the Sahara, also known as the Rishat structure by locals, is a colossal formation with concentric ring walls stretching across 45 kilometers in diameter. Despite its grandeur, the true origin of this enigmatic structure remains a puzzle. Some theories suggest it could be a meteorite crater, a result of volcanic activity, or formed by the erosion of a dome structure. However, a recent and intriguing theory proposes that the Rishat structure might be the remains of the legendary Atlantis. Proponents of this idea point to several clues. Plato's description of Atlantis mentions ring-shaped districts, similar to the concentric rings of the Riche structure. Moreover, mollusk fossils found in the area and massive salt deposits hint at a wetter environment in the past. But amidst these mysteries lies another intriguing question. What happened to the ruins of Atlantis, if indeed the Rishat structure is its remnants? So far, no ancient buildings have been unearthed here, unlike the majestic structures described by Plato. However, the Rishat structure bears signs of a catastrophic natural disaster in the distant past, with deep grooves believed to be the result of water erosion, despite its location around 400 kilometers from the Atlantic coast. Adding to the intrigue is the involvement of the CIA, the secretive intelligence agency. Decades ago, the CIA took an unusual interest in the Rishat structure. What prompted this interest? Were they privy to unearthly artifacts that remain hidden from public knowledge? While declassified CIA documents shed little light on this matter, the absence of explicit mentions of Atlantis or Lost Island kingdoms may conceal deeper secrets. Sometimes, the most captivating information lies in what is left unsaid. Exploring the Rishat structure for any traces of Atlantis is challenging due to safety concerns and the region's remoteness. Political instability and social unrest make comprehensive excavations risky, and reaching the area is difficult. Consequently, archaeologists haven't had the opportunity to conduct thorough investigations within the structure. However, recent technological advancements have allowed researchers to survey the site remotely. Using cutting-edge techniques, scientists have detected anomalies within the Rishat structure that resemble ancient building foundations. Additionally, reports suggest the discovery of stone tools and other artifacts, indicating past human activity in the area. While there's no solid evidence of an advanced Atlantean civilization within the structure, the presence of ancient humans is intriguing. While some speculate that the concentric circles align with Plato's description of Atlantis, many experts remain skeptical. Without further research and large-scale excavations, the mysteries of the Rishat structure will persist, shrouded in the sands of the Sahara Desert, uncovering ancient mega-lakes. Scientists made an exciting discovery in the Sahara, evidence of 2 ancient megalakes that flourished around 250,000 years ago. You might be wondering, what exactly is a megalake? Simply put, a megalake is an exceptionally large body of water completely surrounded by land. The discovery of such lakes in the Sahara was a big surprise, given that deserts, by definition, are areas with extreme temperatures, either hot or cold, that can't hold moisture. The closest known lake to the Sahara is Lake Chad, located in Central Africa. So how did these mega lakes exist in what is now a vast desert? The clue came from fossil fish remains found miles away from the Nile River. By studying these fossils, scientists identified an ancient sea level marker at 810 feet, indicating that the Nile once flooded the region, creating a massive lake. This lake spanned about 247 miles, nearly the size of Lake Michigan, one of the world's largest lakes. Further investigations revealed another smaller lake at 623 feet above sea level, located 93 miles west of the Nile. This second lake covered an area of 197 miles. Using advanced radar technology, scientists also traced the ancient water channels that once flowed from the Nile into a distant oasis, providing a lifeline to these prehistoric megalakes. Scientists have made fascinating strides in understanding the ancient waterways of the Sahara, thanks to Ted Maxwell, a renowned geologist from the National Air and Space Museum, and his team. They uncovered the Burka Sabatushka water channels, located 50 feet below the surface, which helped trace the path water once flowed from the Nile into a massive prehistoric lake. These discoveries bolster the popular belief that the Sahara was once not just a desert, but a vast reservoir of water, teeming with life thousands of years ago. The climate back then was hospitable, supporting dense forests, expansive grasslands, and a wide variety of wildlife and vegetation. This lush green paradise vanished relatively recently in geological terms, buried beneath the sands over time. But what caused this dramatic transformation? The Sahara's shift from green to desert was driven by a change in Earth's axial tilt. As the Earth's tilt altered, its position relative to the Sun changed, leading to fluctuations in solar radiation and increased temperatures. This caused higher rates of evaporation and less rainfall, resulting in the gradual depletion of water sources. The fluctuating temperatures made life increasingly difficult. During the day, intense heat from the sun scorched the land, while at night, the desert experienced extreme cold. Such extreme and inconsistent temperatures were devastating for plants, which need a stable climate to thrive. As the vegetation died off, water sources dried up, and the animals that couldn't migrate to more favorable areas either succumbed to the harsh conditions or starved. Around 8,000 years ago, after the end of the Ice Age, these climatic changes reached a tipping point. The once verdant Sahara transformed into the arid wasteland we see today, a stark reminder of the powerful forces that shape our planet's environments over time. But what about all that sand? Where did it come from? The answer lies in the powerful force of erosion, specifically wind erosion. As the Earth rotates, it creates strong winds, similar to the gusts you feel when driving fast and sticking your hand out of the car window. These relentless winds encounter rocks, or what soil scientists call parent material. Over time, temperature fluctuations cause these rocks to weaken, crack, and split. When the wind meets these already fractured rocks, it begins to wear them down even further, breaking them into smaller and smaller pieces. Over thousands of years, this process produces vast quantities of sand. The wind continues to move these particles, creating the enormous sand dunes we see in parts of the desert today. The rise and fall of the Garamantes. In the vast Sahara Desert, archaeologists have unearthed an abundance of treasures from various civilizations, shedding light on the rich history of the region. These archaeological endeavors have provided valuable insights into the societies that once thrived in the Sahara. In the Libyan portion of the desert, satellite technology has played a crucial role in uncovering hidden remnants of ancient civilizations, including the remarkable Garamantes. This once-lost civilization constructed massive forts and sprawling settlements in the unforgiving desert landscape. What's truly astonishing is that these structures date back thousands of years. While the sands of the Sahara have reclaimed much of these ancient settlements, archaeologists have discovered tools and an array of artifacts, offering glimpses into the lives of the Garamantes. The density of these sites is particularly striking, with evidence of agricultural fields, burial grounds, and defensive structures packed closely together, indicating a sizable population. Moreover, the Garamantes displayed advanced skills in metallurgy and textile manufacturing, and even had a unique writing system. As archaeologists delve deeper into these sites, they uncover increasingly remarkable findings, revealing the existence of a sophisticated state-level society in the heart of the desert, a feat that would have been challenging to maintain amidst the harsh desert conditions. In a region where rainfall is scarce, the Garamantes developed sophisticated techniques to extract water from the ground. They transformed patches of the arid Sahara Desert into thriving oases, capable of supporting large populations and facilitating trade routes. However, their ambitious irrigation methods and the transformation of the desert into fertile fields ultimately led to their downfall, a cautionary tale of human ambition. As the Garamantes relentlessly tapped into underground water sources, they gradually depleted them. With little rain to replenish the groundwater, these once rich reservoirs dried up, leaving the land as parched as the surface sands. The civilization's prosperity hinged on these vital water stores, which, once depleted, triggered its decline. With the water supply dwindling, the Garamantes faced a crisis. Their ability to cultivate staple crops like wheat, figs, and grapes was compromised, threatening their food security and way of life. Desperate for sustenance, some Garamantes embarked on dangerous journeys into the unforgiving desert in search of greener pastures, with many likely aiming for the fertile lands of the Nile Delta. Yet, the harsh realities of the Sahara Desert posed insurmountable challenges. Many perished during the treacherous trek, succumbing to the brutal conditions and relentless desert storms that engulfed their once thriving civilization in sand and silence. But the Sahara holds more secrets. At sites like Napt, archaeologists uncovered intriguing megalithic formations akin to Stonehenge. Some believe these served as ancient calendars, possibly the earliest known. Others, like astrophysicist Thomas J. Brophy, see them as religious symbols with practical significance. These symbols, dating back to 5000 BC, reflected vital aspects of nomadic life: cattle, water, death, earth, sun, and stars. But the Sahara's history doesn't end there. Advanced technology lets scientists peer into the past, revealing ancient man-made water channels buried beneath desert sands. These channels once thrived with life, but as the climate dried, the sand crept in, swallowing the settlements whole. Titans of the Sahara. Long ago, in a time before humans roamed the earth, the Sahara Desert looked nothing like it does today. Back in the Mesozoic era, a vast ocean called the Tethys covered what is now the Sahara. In these ancient waters, creatures called Basilosaurus, the ancestors of modern whales, thrived in great numbers. Their colossal fossilized remains, discovered in Egypt's Wadi al-Hitan, unveil a remarkable chapter in Earth's history. These ancient giants once dwelled at the bottom of the ocean, their bones resting undisturbed for millions of years. As time passed, the ocean gradually receded, giving way to early versions of the Mediterranean and Black Seas. The ocean floor rose, transforming into dry land. Today, due to the abundance of fossils from this ancient ocean, the Sahara is often referred to as the Valley of the Whale. But the mysteries of the Sahara don't end with ancient sea creatures. Beneath its sands lie the fossilized bones of mighty dinosaurs, including the massive sauropods, towering giants that measured up to 32 meters in length and weighed a staggering 60 tons. Yet, even these incredible discoveries pale in comparison to what was unearthed in 2016. That year, a team of archaeologists, led by Dr. Heshen Soliman of Mansour University, made a groundbreaking find in Egypt. They excavated the fossilized remains of a previously unknown species of an ancient monster, now known as Mansourosaurus. This discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community, and in 2018, after a thorough examination, the fossils were officially classified as a new species and genus. Mansourosaurus quickly became a prized treasure in the world of paleontology, offering invaluable insights into Earth's distant past. Paleontologists exploring Tunisia, unearthed fossils of enormous sea-dwelling crocodiles that once roamed the Sahara, previously unknown to science. This ancient crocodile is said to measure over 30 feet in length and weigh a whopping 3 tons. Its skull alone exceeds 5 feet in length. Researchers have named this newly discovered species Machimosaurus rex, or M. rex for short, emphasizing its immense size. Lead author Federico Fanti from the University of Bologna described the crocodile as huge, comparing it to the size of a bus. Fanti and his team unearthed the fossils on the outskirts of the Sahara Desert, in a region rich in fossils known as the Tanisha Formation. With support from the National Geographic Society Committee of Research and Exploration, they discovered the fossils buried just beneath the surface. This area was likely once a lagoon facing the ocean. Fanti suggests that M. rex may have been a water-dwelling predator, capable of ambushing prey or scavenging for food. Comparing M. rex to other crocodile species with large heads and small teeth, Fanti notes its extremely powerful bite force, which would have allowed it to crush its prey. Turtles, in particular, would have been a favored meal for M. rex. M. rex is just one of several crocodile species discovered in the Sahara. Other species, with features resembling modern-day crocodiles, have been given nicknames like super frog and pancake frog. This discovery challenges what we thought we knew about ancient creatures. Previously, it was believed that the M. rex crocodile group went extinct roughly 150 million years ago, not long after the Jurassic period. However, this M. rex specimen lived around 130 million years ago, suggesting that this crocodile species persisted longer than previously thought. Treasures of the desert. Living in a harsh desert environment is no easy feat, yet throughout history, people have managed to establish communities and survive in these challenging conditions. However, to sustain themselves, these desert dwellers relied heavily on trade between settlements. Larger empires like ancient Egypt sought valuable commodities that traversed the Sahara Desert. Yet, with the movement of precious metals, spices, and luxury goods, the risk of losing these treasures was ever present. The ancient city of Timbuktu, a bustling hub, emerged as a vital stop along Sahara trade routes. Expeditions from Timbuktu embarked on journeys laden with goods ranging from gold to salt. But with each expedition came inherent dangers. The desert posed various threats, beyond the scarcity of water and food. Throughout history, marauding bands lurked along trade routes, ready to ambush passing caravans, pillaging their cargo. Traders, weary from the arduous journey, often fell victim to these attacks if they lacked adequate protection. Additionally, massive sandstorms, towering thousands of feet high and lasting for hours, could engulf entire trade caravans, disorienting them and leading to their demise in the vast expanse of the desert. Consequently, countless treasures, including gold and precious gems, have been claimed by the unforgiving desert sands. Yet, amidst these challenges, there remains a glimmer of hope. Despite the vastness of the Sahara, the potential for discovering lost wonders still exists, but as a stroke of luck. Perhaps none of such wonders is more renowned than the Valley of the Kings. This sacred burial ground, nestled in the eastern reaches of the desert, served as the final resting place for numerous Egyptian pharaohs and high priests from the 18th to the 20th dynasties. Within these tombs, adorned with gold statues, precious gems, and intricate artwork, the elite of ancient Egypt were laid to rest, surrounded by treasures fit for eternity. Though the passage of time has taken its toll, with many tombs looted or destroyed, the desert still harbors secrets waiting to be unearthed. Recent discoveries, including a new chamber unearthed in 2005 and 2 additional tomb entrances found in 2008, have added to the intrigue surrounding the valley. From the modest pit of King Valley 54 to the sprawling complex of King Valley 5, which boasts over 120 chambers dedicated to the sons of Ramesses II, each tomb tells a story of wealth, power, and ancient rituals. The Valley of the Kings served as the principal burial site for the new kingdom's most prominent royal figures and elite nobles. Decorated with elaborate scenes depicting Egyptian mythology, the tombs provide valuable insights into the funerary practices and beliefs surrounding the afterlife during this period. Despite the passage of millennia and the plundering of many tombs in antiquity, the Valley of the Kings remains a symbol of the grandeur of Egypt's past. Recognized for its historical significance, the Valley of the Kings was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979, joining the Theban necropolis in this prestigious honor. Today, ongoing exploration, excavation, and conservation efforts ensure that this remarkable archaeological site continues to captivate visitors from around the world. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In the heart of the Sahara, where endless dunes whisper tales of forgotten empires, an expedition team unearthed the key to a mystery that had baffled historians for centuries. As the sun blazed overhead, archaeologist Eunice Marquez brushed away grains of sand to reveal the crumbling walls of an ancient city buried beneath the desert's embrace. Amongst the ruins, intricate carvings told stories of kings and conquests, while hieroglyphs whispered secrets of a civilization lost to time. With each discovery, Marquez felt a thrill of excitement course through her veins, knowing that she was rewriting history with each delicate brushstroke. As dusk fell, casting long shadows over the unearthed city, Marquez made a startling revelation. Inscribed on a weathered tablet was the title that sent shivers down her spine. This discovery beneath the sands in the Sahara Alarms Scientists. The implications were profound. This city held secrets that could reshape our understanding of ancient civilizations. But as excitement bubbled within the research camp, a sense of unease lingered in the air. For beneath the shifting sands of the Sahara lay not just the remnants of a forgotten empire, but a warning from the past that demanded to be heard. Unearthing hidden majesty. Across Egypt, pyramids and temples rise from the sands, magnificent structures that once lay buried beneath the desert. The ancient pharaohs required grand resting places, far from the ordinary, so they commissioned elaborate tombs to house their remains and serve as sites to worship and honor their gods. A prime example is the Temple of Hatshepsut, an awe-inspiring edifice built in the Sahara to entomb Hatshepsut, the daughter of Thutmose I. This grand temple was designed to narrate the story of her life and reign, and she aimed to make it the most splendid structure in all of Egypt. Over the centuries, however, the relentless desert sands reclaimed it. Today, the ruins of this once majestic temple still captivate the imagination, prompting thoughts of other hidden treasures and ancient structures lying just beneath the Saharan surface. Egypt wasn't the only civilization to erect monumental structures in the desert. About 2,000 years ago, the Kingdom of Kush extended its rule from Sudan to Egypt, building pyramids and temples in the Sahara. These constructions, which postdate the ancient Egyptian pyramids, attest to the rich history of the peoples who once thrived in the Sahara, leaving behind countless archaeological wonders for future generations to uncover. Venturing even further back, one can find remnants of ancient Roman structures buried deep in the desert sands. Though the Sahara might seem a far cry from the heart of Rome, the Romans did expand their empire into its northern reaches. There, hidden beneath the sands, lie the walls and fortifications they built, waiting to be rediscovered. These structures are part of the Fossatum Africae, also known as the African Ditch. Some claim these fortifications stretched over 450 miles, defending the Roman Empire's southern border. At its peak, Rome's dominion spread across the Mediterranean and into Africa. This southern frontier was crucial, enabling the Romans to access goods from caravans traversing the Sahara and exotic animals from deeper within the continent. These animals included lions, elephants, jackals, ostriches, hyenas, cheetahs, and panthers. Roman elites kept these creatures as symbols of their status, but they also had a darker use in the empire's colosseums. Gladiators would battle these African predators to the death, entertaining thousands of spectators with brutal displays of combat. The Roman structures, now buried beneath the Sahara sands, were built to ensure the continuous flow of African goods into Rome while securing the empire's southern boundary. The secrets of Libyan desert glass. Now, while the idea of alien encounters may belong in the realm of fiction, the Sahara holds its own extraterrestrial mysteries, kept safe within its shifting sands. In this barren landscape of sand and stone, a precious rarity emerges: Libyan desert glass. This peculiar mineral, comprised mostly of silicon oxide, gleams like broken bottles in hues of yellow-green. Libyan glass isn't a recent discovery. It's been prized since ancient times. Crafted into symbols of fertility like the scarab beetle, it adorned the treasures of Egyptian pharaohs. British archaeologist Howard Carter first stumbled upon it within Tutankhamun's tomb, unlocking its ancient allure in 1916. Yet the origins of Libyan desert glass remain shrouded in mystery. Formed millions of years ago, its creation sparks debate among scholars. Many lean towards a meteorite impact, evidenced by its high-temperature minerals found nowhere else on Earth, hinting at cataclysmic events from eons past. Supporters of the comet theory, on the other hand, suggest that Libyan desert glass might be a transformed substance from comet cores. Yet, there's not enough solid evidence to back this idea, which is why it hasn't gained widespread acceptance among scientists. The same skepticism applies to the meteorite theory, as most areas with Libyan glass lack meteorite impact sites. However, things took an intriguing turn in 2007 with the discovery of the Kibera crater, measuring 31 kilometers in diameter, just 100 kilometers from where the glass veins lie. Could this crater hold the key to understanding the origins of Libyan desert glass? But the Sahara Desert isn't just a treasure trove of mysterious rocks. It holds a remarkable secret from its past. Long ago, it was a lush, green paradise akin to the mythical Garden of Eden, and remarkably, it could become one again in the future. According to Kathleen Johnson, an expert at the University of California, Irvine, this transformation occurred during what's known as the Green Sahara period, or the African Wet period. This climatic shift was driven by Earth's cyclical wobble on its axis, which happens roughly every 23,000 years. So, in just 10,000 years, the Sahara could bloom anew. But there's a catch. Human activities like greenhouse gas emissions could throw these estimations off, altering the climate in unpredictable ways. Which of the discoveries in the Sahara Desert do you find most fascinating? Let us know your opinion in the comments below.